one like say you're more than rape. The cars where we come from and they're moving bait. And they got the whole block fucking jakes. So if none of you man give me space, I'll show you about knocking on heaven's gates. Heaven's gates.
You got Drake who sampled the sound, you know, you got
Drake?
You've got so many huge artists who sample the sound, and now because of that, like when you hear songs in the club, you hear like Nigerian music, you hear African music. I've been fascinated by how it's not even like called, it's just music, which it is. Yeah. You have a specific title for it though. You call it Afro fusion. Yeah. What does that mean? What does Afro fusion mean?
So
for
basically,
your music?
it's like a pizza, right? Hold on, I'm serious. So it's like a pizza, right?
Okay.
And then imagine a pizza. It's like, what's the main thing in a pizza that every pizza needs? It's the flour.
Right. Okay. The dough. Okay.
Yeah,
the dough. The base. All right.
Yeah,
Cool.
Okay.
Cool,
So
yes.
yeah. So Afro beat is the base.
Okay.
Right. And then now you can have any pizza you want, but you have the Afro beat base. You know. So there's the hip hop pepperoni.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. I'm like hip hop pepperoni. That's actually a good flavor.
Yeah. There's the dancehall
Right.
ham. There's the all types of So I just kind of make a nice pizza every.
Oh, I
Sunday.
like that. So Burna Boy just throws in like an Afro pizza.
Yeah.
You need to trademark that, hip hop pepperoni. You can make a lot of money from. Let me get one hip hop pepperoni over there. Yeah, and then like what it should be is like a pepperoni that's really hot, and then like when people eat it, then they start rapping. It's like, oh my God, that'll make you a lot of money. You are one of the artists who is featured on the Lion King soundtrack with Beyonce. You are also one of the few African artists who got to perform at Coachella, and that's interesting because that's what inspired the name of this album, African Giant.
Yeah.
Tell me how that came about.
Okay, so basically, I'm on the toilet seat.
I love how every single one of your stories starts with where you are. I love this.
It's like, you have to be specific.
Yeah,
man.
I was on a boat. I was on a toilet seat. Yes.
I always remember, So basically, I'm on the toilet seat, and then my mom calls me, and then she's like, "Yeah, you're doing Coachella and blah blah blah." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's nice." So I get off, and then I, go on the gram.
Right.
And then I see the thing, and then it's like my name. I've seen all the names, and I'm looking for my name, and I can't find my name.
Right.
I literally can't find my name. Right? So I'm like, am I really performing here?
Is my mom playing a prank on me?
What's going on? And then she's like, no, it's there. And then they had to circle it for me.
Oh, because like the names get smaller in the poster.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be like Beyonce, Eminem, and then yeah. So then it was Burna Boy.
Exactly.
Stamped.
Burna Boy's out here making big moves, man. Grammy nominated, man.
Yes, Beyonce featured.
Woo. Boy is here.
Yes, sir.
Yes, thank you.
First of all, man, cheers, man. Grammy
Congrats.
nominated.
Yep.
African Giant. Woo! And the winner is Burna Boy.
Got to drink to that.
Amen.
How does that feel, man? Fourth album, like it seems like this album is just really resonating, even more powerful than your previous material. Like
it is, and it is. I feel like because in this album, the message was a lot more clear and more direct.
Is African Giant? Why the title?
So African Giant is basically a name or a title given to every African or everyone who does their best for their people and tries to shine a light on their people, and everyone who wakes up every morning, to make a better life, So yeah, man, you're a giant in that sense,
So it's not like, oh, I'm a giant, like it's by what you do, as opposed to for the people, as opposed to who you are,
Exactly.
how you supposed to we supposed to look at you.
Exactly. It's not about how many records or how many followers or how many likes and stuff. It's more about how many people are affected by what you do, and how many lives have changed because of you.
Yeah, or maybe we just.
Or maybe we can
Or
play you
maybe-
a song that you want to hear that's a Nigerian song. So what song would that
Would
be?
she know any of
You
her?
can sing it.
You
Well,
got
I'm
any-
gonna have
any-
to watch the artist sing it because
then-
one of my favorite songs is.
Burna.
Wow, I was, we in the same label. We in Atlantic.
yeah,
He's in
Atlantic,
Atlantic,
yeah.
and I was just telling like, the heads of Atlantic
Yeah.
is like that song
Yeah.
is huge.
It's a
Like
big-
that's
it's
This whole generation of musicians, today's generation of musicians, they all have been inspired by him. Whether they are playing high life now or Afrobeat or Afro pop, whatever they call it, he has influenced all of them.
Everybody say yeah. Everybody say yeah.
Yeah. Do you think? Let me say what I like to say, which is American politics is a clown show, right? It's a clown show, and we've let it become a clown show. But unlike a lot of African nations, we've had time to work on this over hundreds of years.
Exactly.
African nations, many of them are only 60, 70 years of independence, so they still figuring
I
shit
don't think
out.
there's anyone that's up to 70.
Nobody's even at 70 yet.
I think so, no.
These are brand new countries that are still trying to unravel colonialism and the influence of European nations and then even struggling with their nations being destabilized by whether it's the CIA or whatever the European interests are or any other interests, maybe even Chinese interests. And then they taking advantage of the people, and the people haven't got sophisticated enough with geopolitics and these things to deal with it. And then you got African people taking advantage of the people. So sometimes when I look at America, it's like, yo, we're in shambles over here. How is anybody passing judgment on new nations that are just trying to figure it out?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why I just like to, not really say much, because I feel like what is understood doesn't really need to be explained, because like anything I say, regardless, is not gonna be anything new.
Right.
Do you understand? So it's like it's almost like I almost start feeling like, what's the point?
But I do feel like you still want to put it in the music, so
I
that
do.
people.
It's almost like it's not like I want to. It's almost like I have no choice, because that's what the spirits bring to me, and I have to put it out the way it comes. But me personally, I've come to a point where, man, I'm almost tired. Because
You can't get tired, man. They want us to get tired.
I
Man.
know, but like I'm almost at a point where I just don't know anymore, because it's almost the same. Fela Kuti came, talked, spoke. Everything he said is still happening now.
Everybody say yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the crossover of Afro beats into the States is long overdue?
I mean, I can't say anything is long overdue anymore, because like I've realized as I've grown that life makes its own times for things.
Divine timing is what I like to call it.
Yeah.
So it's interesting though, because I was talking to somebody yesterday, and what I thought was Afro beats, they told me it wasn't. Like I thought some of the stuff on Beyonce's album was Afro beats, and the brother from South Africa was like, "That's not Afro beats. That's like some Afro beats hip hop fusion, but that's not Afro beats." And then he started naming like 3 or 4 different sounds coming from Africa right now.
There's so many different sounds coming from Africa. So many. And there's so many different parts of Africa. There's so many different cultures and people. So obviously there's bound to be different types of music and different types of expressions. So Afrobeats is just one of them, basically.
Yeah.
And right now it's like the dominant one. So yeah.
Is it a trend, or is it going to be a lasting genre?
I mean, for me, I wouldn't know. I don't know any of these things. All I know is Afrobeat is Fela Kuti. Afrobeats is like a collection of different types of Afro. There's Afro pop, Afro swing, Afro fusion, which I created, and there's different things. There's Afro reggae, Afro,
Yeah, they told me something about something that's just keyboard, that's just keys.
Yeah. I think it's South African. It's one of them.
Yeah, he told me
South
the name.
African. I forgot what it's called, but there's Gom music in South Africa. There's house. There's
all
of
different
that.
genres.
House is big over in South Africa.
Exactly.
And you mentioned Fela Kuti.
Fela, not
Fela
Fela.
Kuti.
Fela. Apologies, Fela Kuti. Your grandfather used to manage him, right?
Yes.
Wow. So you.
Talk to me about being from Nigeria, traveling around, making the music that you make, and then taking that sound outside to places where people don't necessarily understand who you are and where you're from. Where were the places where you thought, okay, cool, they get me and they understand my heritage and my culture?
The first place is definitely the UK.
Mm-hmm.
This is, for me, it's like my second home. And then I don't even need to go into detail with that one because, like, you get me? It's the UK, innit?
Yeah. Why do you think there are places like the UK now where we can have a chorus sung by a Nigerian-born human and the country singing it?
So it comes down to roots. If you go to, like, let's say America or any other place like that, or Jamaica or something, and then you ask a black person, hey man, where you from? They're going to tell you I'm from Dallas, so I'm
I can't
from...
believe you're going to say this.
Nah, hold on.
No,
Hold on,
not in a
on.
bad way. I had this conversation the other day, and I can't believe that you think the same thing as me.
Yeah,
Say
no,
it.
it's
Continue.
real. So they're going to tell you I'm from Dallas, so I'm from St. Anne's or Spanish Town. But if you come to London or the UK and you ask a black person, you say, where you from? They're going to tell you Nigeria or Ghana or something.
Yeah.
You get me? Even the one that's going to tell you Brixton or Hackney or whatever, it's gonna and you ask them again, like
Where
where
your
you
parents from?
Where
Yeah.
you from, like in Africa?
Yeah.
They'll tell you.
Yeah.
Sierra Leone or you get me, Gabon or Gambia. They'll tell you. They actually know.
Yeah.
So they have roots. Do you understand? So they understand, like it's part of them. You get me? It's part of you. It's part of, you get me? You know your name is Julia Denuga. I mean,
You fraternize with artists from other parts of the
all over
continent?
the
Yeah,
continent.
like
All over
who?
the continent.
Like who and where?
I have like a squad in every part of Africa.
That's what's
so,
up.
Yeah, man. So in West Africa, it's like there's Ghana. In Ghana, you see me with Shatta Wale, or you see me with R2Bs or with Manifest. You get me? That's my peoples.
Okay. In
You
South
know?
Africa.
South Africa, you probably see me with Nasty.
Nasty C, y'all know now. He been
Yeah.
up here,
Yeah.
shredded the mic a
Yeah.
few times.
He
Yeah.
good.
Legend. That's my favorite rapper of all time right now. You get me?
Sogi
And
T.
then, if not, like back in the days, you'd see me with AKA
Okay.
and Deleuze and stuff. You get me? Because, that's to the South. And then for the East, you'd definitely see me with Harmonize, or with Southeast Soul, and then nobody's gone to the North.
Nobody's going to the North? Why is that?
Why not?
What?
I mean, it's just, I don't think, I won't say they're not ready because I haven't been there to say they're not ready. I'd say I'm not ready.
Okay.
You get me? To see what's going on in the North because you need a lot of, I don't know the
Network,
word.
ammunition? What?
You need a lot of this to be able to,
The handle was it political up there or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because because they're so different. They're so Arabic and they're very different.
Okay.
It's like what's North Africa is like Tunisia,
Morocco and
Morocco's
yeah.
Morocco's
Oh,
cool.
facts,
Morocco's
facts.
cool. All that Algeria, all them. Ethiopia's east.
Okay.
Stuff like that. We haven't really gone there because we haven't. How do I say it? I mean, there's places like Morocco that we've gone to and stuff, but like the main North. Like that's like the real solid North. We haven't
gone there. Who are some of the artists though that you think have impacted from here in a positive way? Have impacted the scene over there in Africa, like the Jay-Z's or the Kanye?
No, we love everyone.
Okay, all right.
differently, because as I said, the situation is a bit crazy to where it's like we're looking here. It's like. Wow, this is cool. Like you guys are kind of the determining factor of what's cool.
Okay. Meaning here in America, in the States.
Yeah, like us in America. That's the black folk in America and stuff. Like you kind of like dictate what's cool, and like by you doing that, we kind of in a way like okay. That's why like back in the day when my parents would be wanting me to listen to nursery rhymes, I'll be wanting to listen to Naughty by Nature and stuff.
Okay.
And when my granddad, and my granddad would be managing Fela Kuti, the greatest human artist, musician that ever walked the face of this planet, right? Instead, I want to listen to DMX.
You don't want to listen to Fela?
You know, no, until I grew up and understanding what was going on.
Yeah.
I slapped myself like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
because that's what I was wondering. Because I'm like, is it because of our superficial appeal? Because I don't know. Like, we kind of sound like losers, but we have the
I don't
coolest.
know. To be honest, I don't know. You know, I feel like it's almost and I'm trying to find a political way to say this, but
don't be political.
No,
just
you
say
don't
what
have
you
to.
feel,
Yeah,
man.
you don't have to.
Okay, so it's almost like when like a white kid sees like someone from the ghetto out here, and then he's so intrigued and stuff, like he's trying to be that.
Okay.
But he doesn't understand that it's not cool. Like, you get me? But it looks so
exciting.
Like,
it's marketed.
This guy's
to
got a
him.
gun,
Yeah.
and like blah blah blah.
Fascinating.
So he wants to be that. So he's now dressing like that, and now he's talking like that, and now he's.
And you saying you guys are doing that when you look at us?
In a way.
Yeah. So
if
you're
I'm being
appropriating
honest.
the culture over here.
That's what I'm
It's
thinking.
appropriating the culture from here over there.
Yeah.
Taking what I like, leaving the rest.
As for me, is if I talk about something that's happened to me, it's gonna appeal to somebody that it's happened to. People are gonna be like, whoa, he's talking about me. It's like they are me. And that's why a lot of artists just, you don't hear about them after a little while, because they're here for the wrong reasons. They don't understand the gravity of music. Music is not a game.
On your phone, turn your phone lights on for the national anthem.
That's what really matters, man. It's how many people you touch and how people feel the feeling, the actual out-of-body experience. From my happy place to create a happy place for a lot of people I feel like that's the biggest achievement anyone can ever get. You can't plan that. That is God's work.
This one I better do,